Meeting of the Sherman County Board of Commissioners, come to order, please.
Make a motion to approve the agenda as written.
I'll second the motion.
Been moved and seconded to approve the agenda. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is passed.
Also make a motion, we approve the previous minutes from our last meeting.
A second.
Been moved and seconded. We approve the minutes from the last meeting. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is passed. Good morning, sir.
Also make a motion, we pay the bills in the amount of $573,051.81 and another one for $780.
A second.
Been moved and seconded. We pay the bills. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is passed.
Also make a motion, we approve to sign the support letter for the Goodland Transportation Van.
I second that.
Been moved and seconded to sign the letter support for the Goodland Transportation Van. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Motion is passed.
I know Ryan needs to get going. Maybe we should have him come up and tell us what he has.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So I'm here kind of on behalf of all departments, I guess. We did a demonstration for the TextMyGov platform, which is a communication platform. The unique part of this platform is all departments in the county can use it, and it's two-way communication. So not only can we send out information to the public can also send us information. Whereas we currently have Code Red, which we use for emergency alerts and that sort of thing. But that's only one way. We just send out an alert. So, and Ashley and Eric, I don't mean to put them on the spot, but I know they did this too. So there's ways that the courthouse departments can use this for like common questions that people might have. They text in, it can help answer them, or it'll route an email, correct?
Right.
So they can answer that question back through the text message platform. I personally think this would be very handy when we have emergency disaster situations, because people could send us damage reports texted in with a picture. We could have it pre-programmed where when they do that, we say, what is your location, of the damage? Do you have insurance? We can ask those questions right up front instead of having to go out and find the damage and then ask those questions. So that's just one example of how I feel like we could use it. I also think as far as dispatch, there's a lot of administrative calls that they take that we could, as people get used to using this, we could maybe address those through this system instead of calling the dispatch center. Eric, Ashley, I don't know if you want to add.
Like health department could do flu clinic. They could send out a text saying, reminder we have a flu clinic, or if we have an outbreak of something, they could say, we're open for whatever. If we have to close for some reason, stay out of the area or whatever. We can also do road maintenance issues. People can text in pictures of washed out roads or something like that, and then missing signs, and send that information in. So it's kind of applies to everybody.
So is this like a program we have to buy,
Yeah.
Yes.
and then has some different numbers that are added to it? Or does this work with existing phone and email.
So it'll be a local phone number that they would text to, is what he has in here.
Okay.
Um,
It, it's a cloud-based program that its primary method of communication is text. And so you can text a number, what he's talking about,
Mhm.
or like Code Red, send out the text
Okay.
in regards to it. They also require a little widget on your website to connect with it. But it's primarily text.
So what's different than what they could do with our website right now?
Right now?
Yeah. I mean, you can get on the website, can't we send that stuff to you on our website?
No.
No, people can't add anything. Nobody could send nothing to it. So it's not. This would be
Can we
like a
modify it at all?
communication
Yeah.
system.
But
Well,
this,
this would integrate with the new one, which is about 3 weeks out.
but this would screen the calls to a separate thing, not put it on our website that, if people had questions or comments or anything, this would just go to that
Yes,
entity.
yes.
And
Well, what kind of money are we talking?
Okay. So there's an implementation cost up front, which is $2,650. That's a one-time fee. And that is to build it out. So your first year, the total is gonna be $7,950.
that includes the annual fee of $5,000 and some dollars.
And then going forward, it's an annual fee of $5,300. Now, I did negotiate that. Initially, it was 75,000 text messages, and now, I'm trying to remember. 150? Yeah, so they agreed to do the 150,000 text messages for that fee. So then if we go over that, we may have to buy an additional block, which is $300. So that's one of those things we won't know until we're using it more to know how much we're utilizing it. So I will also say Code Red is getting ready to renew. It's about $5,600 a year. Currently, because that is our way of emergency communication, I would like to renew that this year, because it's going to take some time to get this built, get this up and going. But then in the future, because we can send out messages through this, then I think we could look at changing from Code Red to this.
Dropping one.
Mhm.
Okay.
And so it would save a little bit of money down the road, so.
Is it my understanding, my understanding could be wrong here, but
Mhm.
someone calls in, they can't say, well, I'm not gonna give my name. It's gonna track who sends this in and where it comes from, right? I mean, there's not gonna be anonymous,
It'd be a part
Call
of the
in.
message.
It'd be a phone number.
but but this system will be able to track it in, so if I have a complaint, we're gonna know who complained.
Yeah, this is gonna come from a phone number.
Yeah, I mean.
It'll
it comes-
come from that phone number, so.
Mhm.
So I mean, people need to know if they use this system that, okay, you can't say anonymously, I'm gonna do this. They're gonna know who does this. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with
Yeah,
that.
there
Don't
could be
get me
no
wrong with
different
that.
than
But
somebody calling in dispatch, they can say anonymous, but you've got caller ID.
It's already there. Yes.
There's also within the system, so like, I'm gonna use roads as an example. Somebody texts in and say there's an issue with the road, they send a picture of it. Road and Bridge wants to work on it, you can actually assign work orders through the system as well. So you can track that it's actually been taken care of as well.
Verify that, okay, we know, so if you get 3 or 4 texts about it, then they could be verified. You could answer back that this has been recognized and a work order is issued and personnel have been.
And that's what I mean by the two-way communication of the public can also let us know things and then we can communicate back with them through this platform. Whereas Code Red currently, we just send out a message and that's the end of it.
in an emergency, could this system be overwhelmed?
It would be no different than Code Red. So Code Red, when we send out an alert, it automatically divides it up so that it don't overwhelm the towers all at once. When we send out a Code Red alert here in Sherman County, if I do it countywide, it makes over 6,000 phone calls.
Okay. I could see where this would be very good in an emergency situation for sure.
Right.
On that.
And we have a system, I just want to be clear, we have a system for emergency communication now. But this has a lot more capability to it along with the emergency communication part.
On the text I got, it says to be compliant with OFIA, is that correct? Did I say that initials correctly? See if I can find that here. I was just kind of wondering what those are.
Ashley, is this something we would have to rethink a budget, or
No,
this would fall underneath?
in the gen, because it applies to
can-
everybody.
Okay,
See if I can find what I'm looking for, Ryan.
This agreement is for a 3-year agreement.
a 3-year.
It was in a bottom line. And kind of had the initial, it started with like FO.
Are you referring to the Freedom of Information Act?
Yes. Are we in compliant with that already?
Yes.
Yes, we,
And this would keep us that way as well?
It would be an additional capability for that.
Freedom of Information Act. I think that's what it was. Thank you, Eric, for that. Oh, there it is, under tracking. Says if your agent wants to be compliant with FOIA, you need this. You see that? Okay. Well, I make a motion that we go ahead and approve this.
I'll second the motion.
been moved and seconded, we approve the TextMyGov, partnership agreement. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Hi,
Opposed, same sign. Motion is passed.
And really quick, while I'm here, I just want to say that a couple weeks ago, we did do a county exercise training where we did continuation of government services if a disaster would hit. And so we actually relocated the entire courthouse to an offsite location. We did learn a lot during that, and so we got some things to work on. Everything went well. We just have a few tweaks to make. One being, I know Eric's got some stuff to do with the server migration and that sort of stuff, so we'll be working on that, but I just wanted to let you know that. So
Thank you.
thank you,
Thanks,
Ryan.
Ryan.
We need to have a 5-minute executive session for commissioners, Ashley and Brett. I make a motion, we go to that right now.
A second.
Been moved and seconded, we have a 5-minute, executive session. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
What's the basis, Kevin?
Non-elected.
Not elected personnel.
Hey, before I go, we're supposed to be here today, but I don't see me on the list.
I didn't know you're supposed to be here.
They told me to show back.
From the last
Okay,
meeting it was on.
So,
We'll work you in, it's fine.
okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
It'll be tough, but we'll get her done.
Okay, thanks.
Sorry, Ron, this is an exclusive club.
Motion's approved, yes. Meeting will come back to order. And then we have a request for executive session for 10 minutes with County Attorney Ashley and Commissioners for attorney-client privilege. All in favor,
For
say
land
aye.
acquisition
Aye.
discussion.
Been moved and seconded. Go in for another 10 minutes. Okay,
I'd like to make a motion that we allow Brett to negotiate land acquisition from the Tompkins family.
A second?
been moved and seconded. Give Brett permission. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is passed. Okay. Miss Chrissy.
Yes.
I have a reappointment letter for the Northwest Homeland Security Region. This letter is, if you would like to sign it, reappoints me to the Homeland Security Regional Council to represent Sherman County as a whole.
Okay. And is this the 18 counties in northwest Kansas?
Mhm.
Okay. And this is, how many years have you been on this?
Since I can remember.
That's
attended
not,
with-
oh, a young kid, that's not a good thing to say, because I can't remember if I had breakfast or not, so.
Do we need a
Yeah.
motion on that? Might let Harvey look at it and then,
Meets quarterly, more or less. There's times when we're against deadlines for funding to spend it. This is the council that, for example, the Task Force 7, a lot of their equipment for the fire department team has been funded through this. I did a project last year before, for a radio console that needed, each county needed one in their 911 centers. And so I called each one and said, hey, would you like this project? Because I do have to get there, yes or no.
Okay.
And so we did that. And so they didn't have to pay for
if you're
something.
good with it, Harvey, I make a motion, we reappoint Chrissy to the Homeland Security Council.
Northwest Kansas, I
for
second.
Northwest Kansas, yep.
Been moved and seconded, we appoint Chrissy Northwest Kansas, council. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion pa- Do they have a regular meeting place you meet at?
At Hoxie.
At Hoxie, okay,
Yeah.
that's the same where Region 1 EMS.
Yeah,
Yes, and Chris represents
Yep.
EMS on that same council, so. I thought I would share this with you too. I shared it with Marilyn not too long ago, just as a fun thing that our department had happen.
Actually, you need a copy of this.
copy of that.
We'll give it back to you.
Yeah.
We'll put it there.
Motorola and Rapid Deploy surprised us at our conference by awarding us a special award. I can't remember what they call it right now. And did an article that they pushed out nationwide. Their technology, together with our department, helped locate the dust storm victims really quickly. So they wanted to highlight that and presented us with an award.
That's good.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Pretty proud of
That
those
should
folks.
be coming out in the paper soon.
That's good. So did you get that information? Good.
Yeah, that was quite the surprise. Nicole wasn't able to attend because obviously we couldn't all be at a conference in
Okay.
Wichita, but she received one as well.
If you don't have anything else, we have executive session with you. So I make a motion, we go to executive session with Chrissy for approximately 15 minutes for non-elected personnel.
A second.
Been moved and seconded, we go into executive session for 15 minutes. With Ashley.
Commissioners, and you only.
Okay.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is passed. We're in executive come back to order, please. Ron, you lost half of your crew.
Yeah, he had a doctor's appointment.
Well, that's a, so, okay. Well, we've got, let's go with you two and then we'll,
Okay.
Bill, you still wanted to, you had something for
Yeah.
us too, so,
I can wait until I get done with it.
okay. Come on up.
All right, I'll do that. Well, you asked us to come back today on bids, and so we turned to, I don't know if Ashley got any responses back on bids or not. We do have a little issue with that bid though. If you'll notice, we got a bid from JJ, and it got put in the paper what the bid amount was, so we'll have to be, if somebody else wants to bid, they're gonna be able to already know what they bid. So, I mean, I'm just telling you,
Yeah.
it was in the paper.
And that bid did include upper windows?
Yes.
Because it doesn't list, it just is a total price.
Yep, it's all, the way I understand it, it's the upper windows, lower windows, it's everything, and that's installed. So, we heard Aaron said he talked to a guy that said, I'll bid on the windows, but I don't have to put them in. That's gonna be the biggest, you know how that is anymore, you can buy windows anywhere, but it's getting them installed, it's, the only other guy I know would be is, somebody in Hayes or something like that, but I mean, we can leave it out for bids for a while, but anyway, you asked us to come in with a list of what you wanted, what we want to do, it's pretty much cement around the base. We were thinking, at least, get it past the eaves, that'd be about 6 foot from that building out. And then, of course, painting it, and the windows would be the 3 big projects, and then a door, try to get one of those doors we talked about, that front one that's a roll-up door.
The garage door.
Yeah, with a walk-through door, too.
Okay.
Would be the three big items that would really shape that building up a bunch.
But what about other buildings too? We have to look at the total budget.
Sure.
And there's so many other things that need it too, because I know the poultry building. Well, I've been out helping William a few times, and so I just been looking around, things that need fixed, and it's endless. So is that something we need to address soon also?
I mean, I think it should be on the target. That it's fallen off the concrete slab, the seals are rotted out, so, it's not great by any means, so. A year ago, we had to kinda jack the one side up so we could get the door open, so, it's something I think that needs to be on the radar of something that we could do.
Sooner
so-
than later.
Correct,
It's another thing
correct.
that's on
It
the
is,
list.
yeah. So, and I don't have any idea how old that building is, but it's been there a while, I would say, so.
Ron, how long did you say it was gonna take them to get the windows and put them in?
Well, I don't know exactly, but I'm
You-
just
you-
guessing from when we have to do windows on any other project. I think if you ordered it, let's say you ordered them today, if they were in by next July I bet it takes close to a year to get those windows in and put in and.
well, I would think, because you're gonna have to order and then you're gonna have a plan of
Yeah,
how you're gonna get them in and out, because you're gonna wanna have some protection on that building for when they take them out, they can't just take them out and leave, come back in when they get them all
Yeah.
out.
yeah. So so the window thing is I think it's a planning thing, but it'd be nice to have the building painted before they put the windows in instead of trying to paint around the windows. That would be nice, and have the cement work done, but,
And the
So-
one thing I noticed when I was out there, you wouldn't even see most of the windows on the inside, on the lower.
no, that needs to come out.
So are those gonna be changed then? All of the display booths that cover? Have you guys seen that?
Years ago, there was like this fiberboard that they put on the inside of that, and it just
Mhm.
kind of finally deteriorated, so we took that out and then just put that like plywood
Right.
up. But, my vision, and I think Ron would agree with me, is we just gut that, get all that out of there and open it up if we're gonna put the windows in, and so it allows the natural light in, and so kind of open that
'Cause
up.
you
And
only
there's
have-
there's some things we can do to display stuff for fair and, other than what's
Mhm.
there.
Other
You
than
know,
that, yeah.
Because our vision is to use this for more than just fair, more than just
Right.
1 week out of the year. You know,
Right.
So that it could be used for
Maybe even
Weddings
go
or-
do some temporary things
yes.
more for fair.
Yes.
So the building could be used for more options.
Correct,
Yeah,
correct,
that's
yes,
what I was
yep.
looking at. Cause I'm going, why would we leave all that and put brand new windows in?
Yeah.
So I look at that building, Steel, what I'm talking about. That building over the years has been farmerized a bunch.
Yes, it is.
I mean, there's just a lot of stuff that's just,
Mm-hmm.
like the windows, the
Up
plexiglass.
up
and,
top,
You
yep.
know, I mean, and to get it back to, but I think with the windows, the paint, some cement work around the bottom, that would get that building more to what it was naturally was. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and then, but it's a big project, but that would, I think if we could do those 3 things, would kind of get it back to like it originally was and
Absolutely,
then work from there.
absolutely. Our biggest problem is funding, you know that, don't
Oh,
you?
yeah, so
If
my
we-
farm,
If we,
Mm.
if we didn't have to redo the plumbing here in this building, then we'd probably be a little more comfortable.
Yeah.
With that, Ron. So
I think right now we're just really, we're scared to take on any more until we get through this building. But I know if we're gonna have to address it out there.
I know. So,
you think we could do this, you think like the cement work, how much that would run us? Just
so
roughly,
Harvey, I'm ballparking this thing. So to do those 3 projects, I'm estimating here, but to do the paint, the cement and the windows, we're probably talking $200,000. So I think it's a pretty good ballpark figure.
yeah, I think so
You know what I
too.
mean? So that'd be your budget you have to work around, and if it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work, you know? But, we'll have to figure out some way, but it's so hard to get grants for brick and mortar stuff. But I
It
mean, it's
is.
there, but it's really hard to do. But,
What would help in the situation of a grant is like if the county would come in and say, hey, we can guarantee $100,000 or something. And then a lot of times grants will match that, or that gives us a little leverage to work with, you know, some sort of dollar amount of that sorts.
but I understand, I mean, where if you got other projects you gotta do, I mean, this was, one of these, I think if we don't do this building, nobody's gonna die, you know?
So I think we're
you
all
know?
in agreement there.
Yeah,
Well, that's the thing.
It
Do
needs.
we
to
start
be
at the top and work our way down, or do we start at the bottom and work our way up? Put the
Yeah.
cement, you know,
yeah,
because if we put the cement on, we can cover the cement when we paint. But if we put the windows in, we got a lot of covering to do
Yeah, yeah.
when we paint
Yeah.
and
So if we can, you know, those kind of things, and so we're just here to, you know, tell you what the needs are out there, and if you guys can help us get, you know, to do, I mean, it's not like it's, I don't know how the best way to put it, it's just a cool building that Sherman County has, and it'd be nice to see it kept up.
Yeah.
So,
We don't wanna lose, I'm
No.
with you there, Ron.
refresh. There's really no, on the bottom, there's no windows on the east side where the grandstands is and that. There's not even any windows kind of on the north and south on the east side, are there?
There is a few.
There's a few.
Yep, that come around.
it wraps
So,
around
and
to
this-
the,
Yep,
to the grandstand.
yep,
Right.
yep. So,
There's
Yeah.
just a couple on the edge, but it doesn't go underneath any. I know that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's just, it looks
Yeah.
like they built
There's
that.
probably 3 on each side, I would say, that
Yeah.
are kind of on the northwest or northeast corners, southeast corners, something like that. So, the majority of them are visible
Yeah.
from.
Well,
uh,
you know, your more of your light's gonna come in from the west anyway, you know.
If we started something like, let's say we just painted it for right now, and give us opportunity to get this building done and see where we're at, could we do something like that? Cause my guess, painting would probably be the least expensive.
Could be, cement costs a lot of money, I mean.
Paint isn't cheap anymore.
Not cheap anymore. But I think Harvey, the main thing is we get we start talking about it, and then
Yes.
we get it on the list.
Mhm.
You know, if we can fit it in,
And start knocking some things off.
yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, it's a need. We do the best we can. That's all we all
Does
can
the
do.
county shop guys, do they do concrete work? Do our
Yes.
guys?
They've done some, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
something to
that's
talk
what I'm
about.
thinking is that, because like where the, trailer park, they put
They
cement.
put, yes, around the
And
hydrants.
it's not like, they have the machinery with the skid loader to clean the edge,
Mhm.
and, you only have to do 3 sides, cause the wall's gonna be your 4th side. So, I just, and that'll give us just a better foundation on the whole thing.
Yeah, I think I think that cement getting it there is gonna lengthen the life of that building quite a bit,
Mhm.
so,
It's also a path, to get to the restrooms.
yeah, it could be.
Well,
You know,
yeah,
around the
because if
building,
you're looking
if you
at
go
like a
wide
6-foot wide path around that building, you've got some cement, granted that the, what would be the more southwest side where the grass is, that would make, they put benches there.
Yeah.
That'd make a good foundation, cause I know I see cement as much as possible
Yes.
when walking down.
Yes. And Steve, we may have to we sure wanna get that cement out at least to the eaves. Or
Right.
maybe just a little bit
Oh, yeah.
more, instead of,
At
so it
least,
doesn't run
yes.
back to the building. So it may be 8 foot, I've never
Yeah.
measured it, but I'm just guessing. So, but that would be good to do, and so,
Should we ask,
I would say we look into some things and
Ron to go out there
and
with this
work
group?
with their plan and see what we can address first as we get this building done.
I'd just get a hold of the road and bridge guys and go out there and see what they could do, or,
Talk to them about the cement work and see what they think.
okay,
If it's something they want to tackle.
okay. If
Well,
not,
that's what I'd put it,
Yeah.
can they?
Yeah.
I wouldn't wanna tackle anything, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna say no, but, yeah,
But they've been really good about
they've been
fixing
real
a
good.
lot of things.
Yeah,
I see they're getting ready to do a major project on my road.
yeah.
Got to do something big on that bridge there, so. Anyway, I think, guys, and I know you guys all wanna do the building and we're all limited by money and I realize that, but at least if we're talking about it, if
Yes.
something pops up, and maybe while we're talking about it, maybe somebody out of the woodwork will wanna show up and do something too,
Yeah,
you never
that's right.
know. So I appreciate your time and all that. I do wanna give you a win though, that you guys probably don't even know about, that you guys helped funded. About 5 years ago, you got the counties all go together and you have a group at Northwest Kansas. They helped fund the lawsuit against spray chicken, and they won. And we won that lawsuit. Marcia and I was kind of on the front of that deal, and if you want to know about it, you got to read the Wallace County paper because it hasn't been printed up here. But we did. We beat the 10th Circuit Court in Texas, ruled in our favor, and the prairie chicken is no longer an endangered species out here. So we don't have to worry about them birds anymore.
All right.
Now if we just beat them really bad, nasty birds here in about 2 weeks at Lawrence, we'll be fine. I did that for Jennifer because she wants.
All right.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay, well, we'll go, after harvest, I'll try to get hold of Rod. and
Yeah,
we'll go out there and look
and,
at
and
that.
we'll continue to keep it on the
Okay,
list.
well, we appreciate that.
No,
And I think we got a great facility out there and we'll just try
Yeah.
to do what we can do. So,
keep tackling
okay,
projects.
see ya.
Thank you both very much.
Be careful. See you guys.
William. You got a bid for, I got one here also.
You got one from SCR.
Okay. We're getting, well, how many trees are we looking at?
It's just right
Just
now,
the
one
one.
stump. It's just the one stump out
Okay.
there.
Well,
Is that
we
the
got-
one?
we got 2 bids for removing a stump. Grind the stump, this is from SCR. Grind, remove excess grindings, they put a price of, where did I see it? $1,500. We got, is it REA? Is that
I guess
56 truss? He's saying he thought it'd take about 3 hours at $300 an hour. The most he's got is $1,200. This is Zeb Smith. So he is the lower bid. I would in favor of him because he has done stump work for me. He estimated it that it would take him 2 hours and he was done in not even an hour, and he said, this is what it's gonna cost you. And you know, I think that I'd be glad to work with him.
I just make a motion, we take the lower bid, and that's Zeb Smith for
Yeah.
approximately $900 to remove tree
Yeah.
stump.
3 hours worth of work to remove a tree stump for us. So,
I'll second.
been moved and seconded. We accept that bid. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I'll leave these with Ashley so she can get copies and
And then while you're here, did you get the overhead door fixed?
Yeah, the overhead door is fixed.
This is the west door on the pavilion at the
Okay.
fairgrounds.
They ended up by replacing the 2 cable rollers up top, and then they replaced 2 hinges and the 2 rollers.
Does it go up and down a lot better now?
Yes.
Okay, good. It got to be where you couldn't even hardly get in and out.
And I couldn't find it, so Kevin happened to be home, and I knew he was home, so I called him and had him come out. And
Kevin's inspection service.
have him help me see what we needed to do. And we finally figured out one of the cable rollers up top was bent.
It looked bent, but it was actually the bearing was
And
out
the
of
bearing
it. So
was out of
he
it,
just
so-
called
And I
overhead
just
door.
wasn't seeing what was causing the problem, so.
But I know our group, you know, our friends of the 4-H buildings would like to replace that sometime, so, but for now, it's going.
The other thing I was wanting to find out, what you guys would like to do when they get ready to do this sewer line. Because they said they'll have it closed maybe one day, depends on what it's like when they get out to the street. If everything's okay going out to the street, then it'll just take the one day. But if they end up by having to tear up the street and everything, then it may take an extra day or so on the sewer line. But otherwise, the building will not have no bathrooms when they start this project. So that means there won't be no bathrooms, no sinks, no water being able to run in the building. So we either close for that day or we get porta pots. And how many people will want, if it's cold outside, how many of them's gonna wanna run out to a porta pot?
I'm okay with closing the courthouse for a day if it doesn't interfere with elections or anything else.
But they're supposed to,
But if it goes 2 days, then I'd have a concern.
but they're supposed to let me know when they're going to get ready to do it.
We have an offsite.
You haven't heard anything, William?
I
What
haven't
day?
heard nothing yet.
I'd rather not, because.
We're
that's
still
gonna be a
looking,
mess.
it's gonna be November,
Because,
middle of
yeah,
November at
They,
least.
they were saying when they were here, when we signed the papers, it would be November at least.
At 100 megabit per second on a massive file.
Easy answer. We do, but we don't.
Okay. If it went 2 days, would we have an offsite?
If it goes 2 days, you bring in the porta potties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then it's a short notice if you don't know. See, like if you say, we'll close it for this day, they're gonna start, and they couldn't get it done in one day, that's,
Can we just be friends with the library?
Well, that's a good question. I think we would,
For the second day?
yeah.
Is the sheriff's office in on that, or are they on a separate sewer line?
they should be on a separate.
They're on a
line.
separate
Separate.
sewer line. I think their sewer line goes out to Ninth
So,
Street.
It's more of the public.
Well, I was gonna say, as far as staff, just for that second day, you put a,
Staff, but public is your,
we can figure something out.
Well,
with
the
staff.
public- It's closed. The restrooms are closed. You put a notice up a week before that these restrooms are gonna be closed on such and such day. We know that we don't wanna do it, court day is Tuesday.
We got
Se-
Tuesdays and
second
Wednesdays.
Tuesday of the month and then Wednesdays.
Okay, so we know we don't wanna be closed on those days. So I think we should be, I think the library would be open to,
First, second day back up.
yeah,
I think one day we just close.
yeah, let's just do that.
No, they're supposed to let me know far enough in advance that
Okay.
I can, but I wanted to find out
Thank you,
what you
Brett.
guys were feeling about what
What
to
do we do
do.
for salaries?
When you find out, William, can you
What's that?
What do we do about
contact
salaries that
Ashley
day
and
for
she lets us
closing?
know?
I'll
Yeah,
let
that would
Ashley
be-
know, and
I'm-
I'll
we
probably
will
call
pay.
all three of
They'll
you
pay.
and let you
I
know.
think-
We'll
too.
pay.
I'll pay for that day.
I would not bring in porta potties. That's me.
I agree.
Okay.
So you let us know so that we can
So we
post
can-
ahead of
yeah,
time?
Yes.
Well, I know we can't do it from October the 20th to
November,
the first, be the second week of
Yeah.
November or whatever.
I think we can work it out though after that.
Set up in the EOC.
Because Ashley's already told me that.
Question, Eric?
nothing.
Okay. Well, then we'll get notification and go from there. All right.
Okay,
Okay, do you have anything else?
that I know of.
Okay,
All righty.
You are now.
Okay,
Thank you, William.
thank you very much.
thank you.
What Jenny had to discuss with you guys with is a federal program. With government shutdowns, they're gonna be without funding. So if you would like WIC services to continue, it's gonna be on the county dime. So that's a option or a choice, that's up to you guys.
Will we get reimbursed once they start back up?
And WIC provides the formula and what else for mothers? Do you know, Ashley?
I'll put her on speakerphone, hang on one second.
Okay.
This is a bill from Melco on the old landfill for $930. It's listed all the different,
Oh. That's to monitor the old landfill.
yes.
We don't have a choice with that, at least.
No.
We have to pay it.
Right. She didn't answer. Yeah, so I don't know if we will be reimbursed. I don't know if that's one of those services or not.
She didn't say like approximately how much it would cost us for, but her funding has definitely been cut off right
Yeah.
now.
I talked to her last week. She said that they had enough, I think, for last week.
Okay.
So it would be this week, starting on us.
I hate to quit the services though. But,
I don't, formula's awful expensive,
mhm.
but I know there's ladies that need it as well, so depending on how long, if it was just a week, it
Right.
might be all right, but if
But
it's
how
gonna be.
long? We
See, we
don't,
don't know
but
that.
none of us will know that.
I think we'd have to work on it by a month basis,
So maybe
Or have her continue it
until the next meeting.
until, and then we can have her give us an update on the
Okay.
next meeting.
Okay.
What do you guys,
that would,
That will continue, if need be, continue to the 31st and then at our
Yeah.
expense, and then we'll go
I'd
from
make
there.
that motion, we continue the WIC services till the end of the month. And then get an update then, how we continue.
I'll second that.
Been moved and seconded that we keep the WIC services going until the end of the month for sure. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is passed.
Do we need a motion to pay Melco Environmental Services?
No, that'll be with your accounts payable.
Okay.
Just stick it in there.
Christmas holiday, I didn't give it to Eric to get on the agenda. What were your guys' thoughts about that Friday? So right now we have Wednesday, Thursday, which would be Christmas Eve and Christmas. The 26th is a Friday. It is not approved as a holiday or,
I don't mind giving that as a holiday. It is my birthday. As long as everybody sends me a birthday present, I do
We'll tell you happy birthday now. My worry
I got some
is-
coal at home yet.
But then the courthouse is shut down for 5 days straight. I mean, with the weekend, is that an issue? Is there
it's not like a
anything
big-
important
no.
No,
going on right then?
because the taxes, the first round of taxes is on the 15th. Has to be due on the 15th.
15th through 20th, yeah.
Yeah, so we're covered there.
Yeah, that would be my only concern. If there's some reason the courthouse needs to be open, there wouldn't be any court duties then. There's
No, and it's
nothing.
actually district court that's asking
Okay.
what we were gonna be doing, so.
I'd make a motion, we allow that day off.
There you go.
I second that too.
Moved
I'd
and
like
seconded.
to
All in
reward
favor?
all of our employees, so, yep,
Okay.
so I.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion is passed.
Another thing is our meeting in November, the last meeting in November would
Okay.
actually fall on Friday, the 28th, but we're closed then, aren't we? Are we closed the
Yeah, we're closed.
27th and 28th?
27th and 28th.
We move our meeting to the 26th of November.
Do you have any problem going to the 25th?
I don't have any problems for that one either.
I'd rather go to the 25th if that's okay.
Are you good with it, Steve?
I don't go anywhere.
So I make a motion, we move our last meeting in November to the 25th, Tuesday, the 25th.
Yeah.
That way it can be posted anytime.
Been moved and seconded. I guess you seconded
Did
it.
you second it?
I second, yeah.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is passed.
I usually have about 50 people at my house and I start coming in on that day.
No.
Well, Harvey,
Yeah.
that's why I get out of there.
You probably should have kept it what we were gonna do.
Maybe.
No, that's fine. I don't think it matters. Will it matter on any of our bills, Ashley, on that one?
No.
Okay. It'll actually free everybody up a little bit sooner, so,
Yeah.
okay?
Okay.
And then Harvey and I both told you we are going to the Wichita meeting.
Yeah, I'll get you registered.
9th, 10th, and 11th, right? Yes.
Yes. Do we have a meeting? We have a meeting the 8th. So.
Okay.
The 8th is right before it, the day, yep, right. Okay, so that'll work good. I don't have anything else. I make a motion, we adjourn.
I second.
Been moved and seconded. We adjourn. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, same sign.